Hey guys, Harrison, I'm back at it once again for a brand new video for you, and welcome to episode 31 of our Grid Let's Play. And yeah, a few changes to report at the team. As you can see, we've got a brand new colour scheme. I thought to go with my favourite Red Bull racing colour scheme, you could say. As you can see there, it's pretty nice actually. I quite like it, the whole blue and purple thing going on there. Couldn't really find a brighter purple, but that'll do. Got a new set of sponsors as well. Thought I'd update those, get a bit more money into the team. And I got a new teammate. I hired in Jamie Christopher. Cost me $7 million to employ, but in Grid, money is so easy to come by, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, anywho, I know a big friend of the show and fan, Chaz Bradley, was badly asking me to do Le Mans again. Guess what?
24 hours of Le Mans.
You guessed it. It's time to head back to Le Mans one last time. And to do it, he asked me to do it in this. The Audi R10 TDI. The best car in the game. The fastest car in the game. By a country mile. It's going to cost me £10 million to buy it. It's the most expensive car in the game as well. And let's buy it. 10 million. That's quite the investment, I think you'll find. But yeah, let's do it. Le Mans. I think this is what, the 5th time I've come to Le Mans now in the course of this series. I'm not sure. I think I've lost count. But I think this is the 5th time. And last time I did it, I was in an LMP2 and I kind of botched it. Creation Motorsport. Okay. I think I'm right at the front. Yay! Here we go, folks. Not sure what view to go with here.
Right behind you, bro.
Let Christopher take the lead for the time being, I think. There we go. I think that'll do. I think I asked a lot of you guys last episode what was the best viewpoint for you. It was split pretty 50-50. So in enough, I just decided, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I'm sticking with a cockpit cam for the time being, or the head camera as they like to call it in this game.
Oh, I got the lead.
So Mr. Christopher's off and away. I'm second place. As you can see now, we're hitting amazing speeds. 260 miles an hour here.
You're currently second in your class.
Got to better run out of that corner. Christopher's got a lead here. And we take the lead. He does specialise in prototype events, so this does actually make some sense that us two are the front two here. As we head down towards the Mulsanne Straight.
Well done, Harrison. You're
Whoa.
leading your class.
I haven't driven a car like this for a long time, so this is going to take some getting used to, but hopefully with a little luck we'll pull through just fine. So under braking now, coming up towards the end of the Mulsanne Straight and this really tight right-hander. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit lazy when it comes to motorsport sometimes, and this year's Le Mans was the first time that I actually won a Le Mans from start to finish, pretty much. Not totally all of it, obviously, because I had to sleep in between. But it's the first time I actually paid attention to it, followed it properly, and watched about, I'd say about 15-16 hours of it, I would say. It was, obviously at the front it wasn't that interesting, but there were so many cool stories littered through the field. Obviously, you know, Allan Simonsen's death was very, very tragic, and I don't know if I've spoken too much about this on camera before, but would it be insensitive for me to say that it didn't look like it was that bad an accident? I mean, I don't know, maybe it's because I've been watching motorsport for so many years and I've kind of become a bit desensitized to that kind of thing where people just crash like that. I don't know, but to me it just kind of felt like it wasn't that bad an accident. I thought, oh, Allan will be fine, and he was taken to hospital, and I thought, oh, you know, they'll check him over, I think he'll be alright in the end. But then I took a break to do the housework. I come back about 2 hours later, and I hear the news that, oh, he's died in hospital, and it's like, what? That was a complete shock, and it was awful to hear about. And I mean, man, I heard it hit Tom Christensen pretty hard, because, you know, Christensen's the legendary now 9-time Le Mans winner. It hit him pretty hard, apparently, and he was asked if he wanted to keep going, and he did. And it was a very sporting thing to do, but I mean, Aston Martin kept going, the team kept going amazingly despite all of that. But yeah, I mean, there was also so many great stories for the field, like Anthony Davidson coming back after well, he had an awful crash the previous year. I think it was something like 170 miles an hour he crashed at. Was lucky to walk away relatively unscathed. But he did an amazing job to come in second overall. His team was in second, which was a phenomenal effort. I was so happy that Christensen was able to be the one to lead Audi over the line, because I mean, man, Denmark needed to smile again, and Christensen's a hero back home, so that was a nice moment. I also saw one of my favourite actors out there, Patrick Dempsey. I never knew he was a racing driver, but because I'm a big fan of the TV show Grey's Anatomy, which you may or may not know, big in America, getting bigger over here. It was actually quite cool to see Patrick Dempsey finish up as well, which was quite cool. And I'm sure there was the young black kid from GT Academy, who I can't remember what his name was, but I think he came 4th in his class as well, and that was really cool too. To see, you know, the guys that just playing video games can, you know, there is legitimate talent there to be found amongst people that, you know, got around just by wielding a controller like I am right now playing this game, or, you know, maybe you are watching or playing with a steering wheel back home, and you can be that kind of person, you can be that talented. It's awesome. You know, it's a real inspiration for, you know, aspiring racers. And it's really cool to see, especially now with, you know, drivers are getting younger opportunities like we're seeing now in Formula One. I haven't even spoken about Daniil Kvyat that much. You know, the new GP3 champion, and now he's getting the Toro Rosso seat next year. I've never had a chance to talk about that. I was thinking about doing that for the online race, I never quite had a chance to. But oh. Not quite. You know, that was the kind of corner I went into it, and I immediately thought, uh-oh. I immediately knew, yep, Drea got this one a bit wrong. That's better. Starting to get a little brighter again now, which is good.
You've reached the 12-hour mark.
But this car is the best in the game by a country mile. It is so fast. And you know what? If you treat it right and you give it the respect it deserves, it will give it back to you in spades in terms of performance. It is a car that if you're willing to take chances and if you play your cards right, it will reward you handsomely for your efforts. Just got to get used to it again, and now I'm blowing the field apart again. Now I've gotten used to the car. As the sun starts to come out. Just over 5 minutes to go here. So maybe another lap or so. It's kind of funny how I play this game without any safety about any guidelines, or actually on quite a high difficulty. I don't really do that for Formula 1 so much. I don't know, it's one of those things where, as a gamer and as a YouTuber, I feel like my only major weakness is my level of gameplay ability. Like, I'd like to think, and I know you guys have backed me up on this, a lot of you guys tend to watch me for me. in terms of gameplay. Like, you watch for my commentary, and my commentary style you guys seem to like, and that's awesome. And I'm glad that you see that as my biggest strength, because to me that's my biggest strength. I think that's the reason why people keep coming back, just to hear me and what I got to say on certain things. But from a gameplay standpoint, I'm kind of limited. Like, I'm really good at MotoGP. That's one game I know I'm really good at. Like, probably, you know, top end at. But I think there's not many people out there playing MotoGP regularly. Grid is an arcade game, not relevant anymore. So Formula 1's the only real yardstick, and I am a only slightly above average Formula 1 player. And the way the F1 community seems to be layered, whoa, careful. Yeah, the way the F1 community seems to be structured or layered out, to me, feels like you kind of come under one or two brackets. You either come under a guy that does more entertainment, like an Into the Barrier, or a Drastix, who's a really good video maker in terms of that, or you kind of come under the league racer kind of bracket where you're putting up ridiculous lap times, or, you know, you're a league racer, or, you know, you're known more for being a brilliant driver like a Noble. And there are guys that don't quite fit that bill as well. There's guys in the middle like Matty, who is, you know, just excellent at, you know, being both, really. He's a funny guy who is also one of the finest F1 racers I know in terms of ability. You know, he can play with a pad, and he's challenging Noble almost every race at ARL. TRL Monster's another example of guys that are ridiculously good. ARL Fishy. There's another guy that also is also quite entertaining. Now he's branched more into Let's Plays, like things like his co-op career series of Ryan 83. Those guys are more gameplay guys, where they're ridiculously, you know, good at gameplay. And I don't really fit either of that criteria, because I'm not the most entertaining guy in the world, and I'm not a really good player. So what am I? I'm kind of like this enigma in the community, where I'm not really, you know, I'm not really either. I'm not really any of the two major criterias. I'm kind of in the middle somewhere. I kind of stand out. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's why I've got nearly 4,000 subs, which I'm aiming for to get to the end of the year. Maybe that's the reason why people still like and people still stick around with me. Maybe that's the reason. I don't know. I'd never put my finger on it. You know, it's kind of strange like that. And I wish I knew for sure as well. So if anyone's got any answers, feel free to comment below and, you know, tell me how you feel. I love hearing you guys' feedback. I love hearing what you guys have got to say. So, you know, I'm all ears for that. But, you know, I kind of feel like I'm that guy in the middle a little bit. Again, maybe that's a good thing. I can stand out in my own way. I don't know. Anywho, the music started playing, which means 90 seconds to go. Okay, we've got just over 1 minute 20, just under 1 minute 20 to go now as we head down the back straight. We'll cross the line to start another lap, but we're not going to finish it. Just got to try and maneuver this back section as fast as I can here. Oh, whoa. Bit wide there. Got away with it. My teammate Jamie Christopher's in second place. I'd love a 1-2. Wide again there. Making a few mistakes, just got to keep it together. Christensen and Pirro are right behind. Going through to the two chicanes for the final time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bit wide, but we're okay. We have 35 seconds to go. The Le Mans victory's in sight. Just got to guide it home. That was as late as I dared through that chicane. 20 seconds to go. We're going to finish on the Mulsanne straight by the looks of things. 15 seconds. This is probably going to be the last corner. Onto the Mulsanne straight. 10 seconds. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We done it!
Congratulations. You won the 24 hours of Le Mans race. Hell of a job.
Yes! Oh, that's relief. There it is. Overall Le Mans victory. Beating Tom Christensen into second place. That probably hasn't happened often, has it? Jamie Christopher, my new teammate, a very solid third, and Emmanuel Pirot in fourth. Jean Leroc wins his category in LMP2, Pedro Lamy wins the GT1, and Romain Dumas wins the GT2. We won Le Mans! Yeah! That one's for you, Allan. Rest in peace, my man. But there we go. Overall win and the team championship as well, beating Audi Sport. That's very nice indeed. Wow. 314,000 in sponsor money too. We'll take that. And 137,500 global rep. That goes to your overall score when you clear Le Mans.
Great job. That's your biggest paycheck yet.
Wow, 4.7 million. I've already paid back half the car in doing that. That's pretty nice. New sponsors: Max Power, Acer, and Bang & Olufsen, who I think are the best sponsorship in the game, actually, if I'm not mistaken. And our 50th overall in terms of overall reputation, all time. My teammate is now Christopher at 44.
Well done, Harrison. Congratulations. Our team is in the top 20.
End the season, we were 16th overall on money earned, which is actually excellent.
A new season is about to
So yeah, that'll do it for this episode. I didn't want to go into another series. There'll be probably another 45 minute video. That's going to be next time. But in the meantime, I've been Harrison101. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you very much for watching. Sayonara.